Okay, I lied. I'm still here. Um, Figured I wouldn't trade because of all the news going on, some missiles,
CRTO.
but the market's going down a bit. But there's one specific stock that is acting a little bit crazy. But look at the daily here. This is what makes it really interesting, guys. Right here, how how it's basically down at its lowest. The very low will be 1690s. There is something called an 80s play, so be prepared. This one's going to be pretty fun because it's uh it's cheap. So I'm watching this, and I probably would want to enter. I probably would want to enter on a 1 minute. So I'm watching this. Uh, so yeah, I went down to here. I probably want to see it break 17, and then I'll enter. This one would possibly be a scale in. Okay. I'm in. I'm watching CRTO. Look at this exponential move downwards. The market is going down. I'm just repeating myself because I just got on. But what's most interesting, guys, is the daily here. How you can easily draw a trend line. The lowest trend line I could draw is 17.8, which is a good number. So now we're in the 80s. This is now considered an 80s play if it bounces. 15, look at that. It's beautiful. So technically, this is would be considered like a falling knife, more or less. It's still slow, volume's low. It's just being erratic right now. One-minute trigger will be slightly over 16, but I'm still probably going to enter around 70. I mean, 17. Looking back at the daily, next stop 17, 1678. The low of the low is 1640s. This is a cheap stock. What's going on, Will? I always have my charts up, and Trade Idea is always shouting out regardless of what I'm doing. Um, you never know. I don't want to stay on forever. It's just tiring. Know what I mean? So there's a little bit of spike in volume right here. So very possible that it could just go here. So I'm gonna enter a little bit here. Okay. A little bit. And 16. Oh, I almost put 1679, 1689. See what happens. Need some water. Let's see. Let's see how it holds up here. Look at that 15. It's so scary looking. And beautiful at the same time. Look at that. Okay. Get ready to scale out a little bit. Volume. I didn't scale out yet. The reason I'm so hesitant in scaling out, or not scaling out, but taking some out, is because there's a 10-cent spread based on its movement. It was going on IBO. So right now I'm looking at CRTO. I got in a little bit, a small lot, an entry, just based on how the daily looks at 1789. J Newbie's long at 1675, much nicer than my entry. Yeah, he's going small right now because it's not really a clean entry just yet. We just want a 1 minute trigger. Here's one. Just to break over that 1 minute candle, previous 1 minute candle, and the volume still isn't quite there yet, but this one may just pop up without us. So, okay, I'm in more at 1679. So my, oops, gotta watch this. What's going on, Luck? I didn't actually eat lunch. I fast. I intermittent fast. So still hungry as hell. Now I'm just doing some running some errands like laundry and stuff. And did a little bit of training with the dog. I have a dog that came from Canada to come see me for assessment and training. Uh, so just did a little bit more training. Gonna miss this one. I'll post a before and after of this dog on my other channel. But yeah, Locke, I'm looking at CRTO. It almost looks like he's dove quite a bit here. A little bit too much, and he needs to come back. Yeah, that was a double dip. That was a topic I was supposed to cover today about how to manage risk. Well, I'm trying to cover that every time I'm doing a stream. That way y'all can understand my mindset. But this compared, if it was a scale of 1 to 10 of how easy this trade is, other than the it other than the news, this is a pretty good one. Scale of 1 to 10 is pretty good. I would say it's like a 7 or an 8. So for your stop or for the amount of risk, I'll risk 70% of what I would usually trade. Put it that way. Hey Lewis, you can learn my strategy. Well, the strategy that I generally share would be counter trend. It's in my videos under counter trend strategies. I'll post the link in the description after I'm done with this. This is the kind of trade that you got to remind yourself to blink because it may just go without you. If it goes over, if it pops over 1680, I'm gonna add some more. But right now my average is 1682. I have to be very, very careful because it has that look that it wants to curl down. But according to the daily, uh, the only further it can go is down here, 1640s. So if it curls down, I'm gonna have to take some out. Okay, getting ready to add. This isn't the falling knife I was hoping for. Test, test. I was hoping for a pop, but it's not. Here it is. I'm in. Added. My average is still 1682. Here you go. Here's the link to this current strategy. Okay. Oh, it's one of those touch and goes, huh? Playing games. Okay, now I need to figure out where I want to uh, take some out just in case. Okay, I just got out of the shares that I just got in now. It's just ridiculous. Okay. See what happens here. Because it's doing this, guys, if you look at what happened in the past today, when it goes up a little bit, it goes down. This gets a little dangerous, but I really doubt, according to the news, that there's anything that's going to make it like fall down. But I have to be very careful. So I have a stop below the very lows, just in case, which is like 10 cents. It's no big deal. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Shanawaz? Sean. Sean Always. Always? Sean Always? Or Sean Always? I'll just call you Mister. You're getting killed with WFC? Wells Fargo? Oh man. Were you, I guess you were going long, I guess? Or maybe it was a swing trade. Shanawaz. Alright, thank you. Shanawaz. Massive, according to Double Dip on the Discord, he says that massive protests and rally happened in France due to pension fund issues. There you go. Where did you find that, Double Dip? But thanks. That's good to know. There's got to be a reason. I'm taking that news that you mentioned is today, just recently. Getting ready to get out most of my shares here, or at least half of it all, because it's not going the way I like it to. Bloomberg. You want to raise retirement age? People are not happy. Okay. Thank you, Double Dip. So that's the reason for this movement here, possibly. But still, it needs a retracement. So Shanawaz was in WFC at 49. Oh, I see what you mean. You were trying to bounce it, I guess. You're trying to go long, and then it went down again. Yeah, that happens. That's what's happening to me right now, kind of. 49.73. I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, looks like you're getting. Congratulations. You're back to zero. You're back to square one. So you're not getting killed anymore. So based on that news, then I would want to relook at that daily. What is the lowest it can go? 15.9. This is generally the next stop. The 1641. So I'm going to be prepared to add there 1641. And if it doesn't go, it doesn't go. And that's it for today. But it has plenty of room for the 90 MA 5-minute chart. That tells me how much it could retrace. FedEx pop, according to Jeremy Newby on the Newbie Trading Discord app. Oh, Amazon news. White in by the dip of AMAT. Mr. Shinawaz, I, at the moment, I'm trading almost every day, but I try to get on the stream whenever I see something. I don't stay on the entire market time because it just gets tiring. You know, sometimes I want to just walk away. Yeah, this one isn't looking good now. CRTO. Okay, I'm out half. So 1641, 5 cents away. It's not over till it's over. And it needs to create a wick. Gosh, I wish I knew about that French news that Double Dip mentioned. So it goes to show it is beneficial to be on at least this chat room because we're trying to help each other out. This is there's quite a few good traders, a lot of yeah, that is a big fat red candle. That's why, you know, that's why it looks good. It needs a wick. Okay, now hit that sweet spot there. So just to put in perspective right now, unrealized, I'm down about like 500. That's unrealized, okay? And it's going. It has a little bit to do with the wind, the SPY pushing down, and this pushing down with it. It is a beautiful move there. A lot of volume. Look at that. That is just a beautiful picture. All right, calm down. What is my Mr. Snawas asks, what is your max loss on a trade? Uh, the past 3 years, the most I've lost is possibly 1800. Yeah, 1800 was one of my worst days. But statistically, if you're green 90% of the days, that easily gets balanced out. Watching this 15.9 is the next, the most, the lowest of the low. 15.9. So yeah, the one thing you need to know about counter trading, guys, is the losses can be really big, but that's 10% of your your reading. That's 10. 1 out of 9 days, 1 out of 10 days, it could be red statistically. And when I'm red, I'm pretty red, but it's not enough for me to be red the entire week, so to speak. No, I don't use hard stops. I do have a mental stop. I don't like to. I will have one on this one. Give you that. This is the lowest it's ever been now. So we'll see where I need to add. This is the lowest it's ever been. So now it's in new territories. Like I mentioned, I'm a little skeptical when it comes to setting stops because those big guys, they can see it. They can see your stops. So while I'm in this, all I'm really looking at is if I add again, what will my average be? And is it going to be uh, am I going to be able to get there from here, from where it's at every time it moves? So at 15.7, let me check. I'm I'm able to average in up to 16.18 without breaking the bank. Okay, is there a signal? Okay, I'm adding some here. So right now my average is like 1628. And this is only possible because I'm down um, over 500 for pulling out every time I flopped on an actual move. So looking at the 5 minute 9 EMA, right now it's a 16.5, so it's very possible for it to go further up. So this is a good sign for me at least. So this is a hard area to break a whole number 16. So let's see. What I don't like about this is the fact that what it took to reverse didn't take much volume at all. I would wish to have conviction. Um, a lot of volume going in, a lot of traders pushing, rooting it for it to punch back up. But this case, it was a soft reversal. But volume wise, on the 15, it looks good. But that's, you know, to me, that's kind of wishful thinking. So if it breaks over 16 with conviction, then I'll add. Yeah, these trades today just aren't going like I want them to. Ugh. Let's see. What's going on, Bjorn? Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. So it didn't want to break that 16 area because it's an hassle. Let's see what it's going to do. It's going to test that area and then have more conviction to bounce back up, or is it going to just be bunk? But I'll say this much: if it passes 1567, I'm done. I'm done with this stock. I'm done because on the daily, it's already on the all-time low ever this entire year. I mean, and unless yes, it's the all-time low the past 3 years. So I really don't know how far it would go. I'm not going to find out. Mr. Chanelaz, I always add when I am down just to dig myself out of a hole Most time it works, but every now and then it blows up my whole account. Swing trade and hold it for a few days. That would work, but I don't sleep well at night already, and I don't swing trade. Jeremy Newby, Jay Newby on Newby Trading, he does swing trade. I bet he does have that mentality at times. Um, Chime in if I'm correct. But of course, you reset your mind, you change, you reset your mind, and then you look at it again and ask yourself, is it worth a swing? And sometimes it is. But after what Double Dip said on the chat room, saying that the French aren't happy that they changed the pension fund, they raised the retirement age, so that I don't know how bad that affects the stock. So I wouldn't swing. I don't like I yeah. I'm not. I don't have that kind of patience. This already. I think I'm on for 44 minutes now and tired. I just don't see that volume going in. Now it's just kind of not moving. Just waiting for it to create that wick. I could have more fun folding my laundry. Yeah, Mr. Chanel has a very good point. Just use smaller shares. Yeah, well, that is that is the best way of managing your stress. Never trade more than you can handle. Very good point. So I'm watching this to go up, watching paint dry. So there are two kinds of falling knives that you don't want. You don't want the one that goes so fast that it gets halted, and you don't want the fake out falling knife like this one, like it got stuck in the matrix. It looks like it's pretty much done. It looks like it just doesn't want to. It just wants to stay down there, and then you know it'll come up later at the end of the day to create its wick. Looks like one of those. Oh yeah. Somebody mentioned on the Discord app that in the chat room that Bitcoin would go up. And it did. It went up 23%. Very nice. It's creating a bull flag, but you know, it's still looking like poop. Someone's about to break it slow. I said I was going to exit, and I am. I'm going to exit if it goes down. That's just how it goes. But not at 67. I'll exit at in the 50s. The thing is, a lot of times it goes down and then it'll come back up. I don't want to. I don't want to. Let me double check. I could exit anytime really because there's only a 2 cent spread in that area. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm out. Okay. That hurt a bit. So I'm just going to wait for it to decide when to bounce back and then I'll get back in. Because it needs to create the wick. I mean, guys, seriously, look at this piece of crap. It's too much. It needs to come back at least up to 1591, and when it does, I'm going to be there. But having this just mark me. When I see volume, when I see a volume up to here and it moves up, at least on a 2 minute trigger, I'm probably in the stock if I'm not on this stream. But I'll try my best to be on the stream. I mean, I have to be on this computer in order to trade anyways. So this is gonna stay on. But Double Dip is talking about eating chips while I'm sitting here trying not to eat anything. So I'm most likely there's gonna be a part three. So I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, very, very true, Locke. I'm gonna have to wait for this market near its closing to watch for that volume to spike back up. Then people will jump in and look at that chart. But right now, I think everybody's kind of avoiding everything due to the news. So, yeah, I think I okay. It's more convincing that I'm a little bit happier now that I got out. It's making that move right there. There's the volume, the 50K. So I'll be getting in soon, and when I do, I'll let you all know. All right, I'll see you real soon. Whoa, look at that piece of shit. Okay, real soon. Be right back.